Hi everyone, today we will be talking about the temporary skills shortage visa or the 482 visa. Now this visa falls under the employer-sponsored visas category of the immigration. Now this visa, the duration depends on the stream. This visa has three streams: the medium stream, the short stream, and the labor agreement stream. Now the purpose of this visa is to bring a non-Australian to work and live in Australia, and including his family. That can also be possible. Now let's discuss the stages that is part of this 482 visa. This visa is a bit technical compared to a student or a visitor visa. Now this visa has three streams. The first stage is the sponsorship stage, second the nomination, and third is the visa application stage. Now let's discuss the sponsorship stage. Now an employer who wants to sponsor a visa applicant need to be accredited by the Department of Home Affairs. Now there are some documents that need to be presented to the department for that employer to be considered an accredited business sponsor. Now that employer must prove to the immigration that the business is actively and lawfully operating in Australia. Now there are some documents they need to provide: bank statements, financial statements, company registration, lease agreements, and everything. Now that is the first stage. Now once the sponsor has received an approval from the Department of Home Affairs and is considered as a standard business sponsor, nomination stage can now be done. Now during the nomination stage, the most important thing here is that the employer must nominate an occupation which is on the list. Now take note that there are three lists: the list for medium stream, for short stream, and labor agreement. Now aside from that, the occupation, the job description pertaining to that occupation must also be within the scope of the business. Otherwise, it will not be considered as a genuine position. Another important thing to consider is that the employer must demonstrate that he has the capacity to pay the market salary rate in relation to that particular occupation. Now at present, the minimum is 70,000 annual income. Now documents that is related or relevant to the nomination stage would be the employment contract between the employer and the potential visa applicant, and also the evidence of labor market testing. Now after lodgement of the nomination stage, visa application can step in. Now during the visa application stage, the visa applicant must demonstrate that he possesses all the relevant requirements. Now pertaining to skills assessment, it's not mandatory. It depends on the occupation, and there's a particular legislative instrument to that. Now aside from that, with English language test, it depends on what stream the occupation will fall. If it's a medium stream, it's a bit high. If it's a short stream, it's a bit low. Now aside from that, the visa applicant must also possess relevant qualification pertaining to the occupation. And another important thing about this 482 is that it has no age limit. So you can be above 45 and still apply with the 482 visa. And with regard to the work experience, the minimum requirement is at least 2 years. Now, I hope I have given you ideas about the 482. Thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.